Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of today. I don't know, it'll be in the title, I already forgot. You have this lizard spirit, it says, dream the world into being. And you have this hummingbird, it says, be here, be now. So, in your current general energies, clearly it would be a good time to be present. I think that it would be a good thinking week for you, or there's something like popping into my head about you needing some time to think, or needing to, kind of take some time to maybe shut out the world and really figure out what Pisces wants this week. Especially, it's kind of funny, like as I'm sitting here, doing your video, I feel it's almost as if you're trying to figure out what you really want. Like, what would you have the success card right here. I feel you need to figure out what a successful life would look like, what does that even mean to you, Pisces? And kind of the feeling I get off the first row, even you have the Nine of Wands, which is, kind of like a card of the wounded warrior and putting up boundaries. But just intuitively, I feel that he is more, taking some time for himself. Like, I almost feel in your reading here that he is taking some time to figure out, like, what, at the end of the day when you're lying there on your deathbed, right? How could you say, oh my God, I made it, or I lived a fulfilled life, or I lived a very successful life? And, I don't know, what does that look like for you here, Pisces? I think that, you have these two cards here. You have this lizard spirit, which says, dream the world into being, so I think it would be an amazing time for you to dream, for you to imagine, and for you to think about those things. And then hummingbirds, they go on very long journeys to get their reward. I feel Pisces is definitely one of the signs that has been on a very long journey for a long period of time. And, it's almost like you need to add up all the things that you've been through. I also feel like you need to look at your dreams or whatever your dream life would be. You have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is your ultimate desire. It is everything you want and desire in your life. And, I always say the Ten of Pentacles is something that we work on forever. So it doesn't mean you're just going to get it, it means, what is it? What does it look like? And how could you even know that you're moving closer to it? I think that's what you need to ask yourself. What are the clues that I'm actually moving in the right direction? It's almost like the first part of this reading, at least, is encouraging you to slow it down this week to make sure that, there are confirmation steps on your journey. I don't know, that's really what I'm getting here. You have the Fool, so it's like I kind of feel like you're about to take a leap of faith towards something new. So a lot of you could be changing direction almost, or you could be jumping into something new or different. And again, that's kind of the feeling that I get here. I also feel like there's something you're not looking at. He's got this dog right here that's nipping at his heels. There are a lot of ways that you can kind of look at the dog on the Fool card, but I almost feel if I put myself in the Fool's shoes here in your reading, that it's almost as if there's something that's trying to get your attention that you're not paying attention to at this time. And there could be a lot of reasons for it. We're going to clarify the reading, of course, as well, and we'll see what comes up. I'm not really picking up on something other than, the Fool has these tattered sleeves on his shirt or whatever you want to call it. It looks like a dress to me, am I right? But he's got those tattered sleeves, which says he's been on this journey before. And kind of a little part of me, intuitively, feels that there could be an opportunity that is like nipping at your heels. It's like, hey, I'm an opportunity. And you're just not seeing it, or you're not looking at it because it's something that you've already done, or something you've already been through. Or you are looking at a new opportunity, but you could be saying, this isn't going to work, because, this didn't work out in the past. And we have the Five of Cups right here. The Five of Cups is too focused on his past. He's focused on what he doesn't have. He's not focused on what he could have, which is this right here. And then when he sees those two cups, he gets this bridge and this castle as well. So, in a lot of ways, I kind of feel like this first row, it's not like saying the past as in a person. I think it's a much bigger picture type situation going on here. I feel like it's saying, it's like, yeah, you did make mistakes maybe in the past. There are things that you maybe didn't do correctly the first time. Or whatever. But it's almost like saying, get over it, right? With the Nine of Wands, you have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment and kind of being in an energy, as I've said to you a lot over the past 2 years. I think part of over the next few years here, the big problem for Pisces is going to be looking for an example. But the problem is, you are the example, Pisces. So there is nothing, I don't think we should compare ourselves to anything. But, it is usually helpful if you're trying to do something and there's a person where you can say, okay, this person was successful doing what I want to do. So you're not really comparing, you're just using someone as an example of success. But it's like, I think that Pisces is the example of success, which is hard. It's like you're the first person that's going to be doing something. And, that may not be 100% true, but, I think that, you are maybe like your dream includes something that hasn't been done before. And, I think that's the hardest part because there's nothing to say that you're going the right direction, if that makes sense. With the Fool, you have the Six of Cups, the past. Exactly what we were talking about here. I don't think this is like a past person. Like I said, I think that, we have Saturn in Pisces as well, and I definitely feel that that energy could be making Pisces kind of think like, oh, I tried this before, or, I did these certain activities, or I did these things in my business or my love life and it didn't work out the last time. And so, I feel like releasing that is going to be part of the energy that moves you forward or gets you closer to your goals. And here we go with the Five of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, I'm telling you right now, even on this card here, the dog is behind him, you have the Two of Cups behind you, and then you have the Page of Cups right here, which is like the opportunity. So there's like some sort of need for you to see that there is a big opportunity where, it's like I don't know that you're not looking at it, but it's like sometimes, I don't know. I'm the type of person where something could be smacking me right in the face and I don't see it. Like perfect example, for the past week, I've been looking for this thing right here so that I can go live with, the people that I go live with on Instagram. And my brother found it in like 2 seconds. It was like right on top of a box. A box that I looked in a million times, Pisces. And that's like the feeling I get here that, there's something that's like right on top of a box that you need to look at. And I feel like it's a big opportunity. Maybe you need a second pair of eyes. Like my brother found that in about 2 seconds, literally. So again, maybe you need to get an outside perspective, or you need someone to, look at whatever you're trying to do, whether it's love, money, business, spirituality, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. But I kind of feel like there is a big opportunity that's coming in for you or that already exists. It's already here, but you're just not seeing it, right? Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Come to the Edge card and this Regeneration card. I definitely feel Pisces is like needing to push past that point where they would normally give up on something. With the Come to the Edge card, it's about like going one step further, past that point where you would normally kind of stop or quit and, especially on projects or your ideas. With the Regeneration card, I definitely feel Pisces needs like extra sleep time right now. We talked, I think we said this in your mid-monthly reading as well, that, there's something about you needing to make sure that if you're tired, get extra rest. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. Whatever the case may be. I think, with that lizard spirit as well, that dream time, being in that dream space, could be really good for you. You could be getting energy or ideas in your dreams. So I would also say kind of like paying attention to your dreams is also important. You have the Three of Pentacles, King of Swords, and the Page of Cups. The King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. King of Swords could literally be like a mentor, an expert, a person who just has a different perspective on things. And getting those people to help you is probably going to be the thing that helps set you free from whatever this, Five of Cups / Fool energy is. It's kind of weird. Like, I feel the Fool is a little bit of a challenge in your reading. He has these mountains behind him on the Fool card, and, those mountains, they are ice-capped mountains. They have ice on the top of them. So sometimes the Fool can represent being stuck in place or not taking a leap of faith or something like that. And I definitely feel that the Fool is kind of saying that you need to take a leap of faith towards something that's going to be very successful. Three of Pentacles is quality work, and it's also getting recognition for the work that you do. I really feel that there could be a person that could help you, like a mentor or someone you look up to. Again, I don't even think this has to cost money. This could just be a family member, a friend, a brother, someone who can look at things and can spot the opportunity very quickly, but maybe it's something that you've kind of just not seen. And I get that feeling here off the King of Swords. I also do feel kind of like this is your energy as well. We go down to the Emperor. I feel a lot of this action-taking energy that's available for you, Pisces, and in the astrology. So you could really be kind of showing your knowledge as well. It's almost like, you have everything you need. It's like once someone shows you the opportunity, I feel like that's it, you're taking off, right? It's like this person isn't necessarily a person who you're going to be like teaming up with or working with or something like that. I feel like they just should say like, hey, you should do this. If your business isn't successful or whatever, then you do it and it happens very quickly. It's like you have everything you need, the only thing that's missing is your eyeballs, like being able to see it, right? You have the Page of Cups again. Page of Cups could be love, not really a love reading yet. that could change, but, and again, love is always available to us. But I do feel that this is more about your dream. He has this fish in that cup there, and I always say that that fish might not exist. That fish might be something that he is dreaming about, might be something that he is imagining. And so, I kind of get this feeling that there is a finish line or there's something you want to accomplish. It's that fish. It's like a result. I feel that the Ten of Pentacles is talking about the result, like your finish line result. You get to the end of your life, like I said at the beginning of the reading. What have you accomplished at the end of your life? And so, it's more like a finish line, if that makes sense. How you get there doesn't really matter, and I feel like the Page of Cups says that at least maybe you have a good idea of what that finish line looks like, or, what the end of your life could look like, right? With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is about exploration and adventuring, and sometimes, again, if we don't know what to do, we just have to test things out. We just have to try different things, like, a very simple message. We just have to try things and see what can happen, right? With the King of Swords, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. I do feel that some of you... This is a weird week, by the way. I'm doing this video and I don't even know what today is. Today is the 10th, by the way. So again, this week, the week of the 10th, you're going to probably be watching this after the 10th. The week of the 10th is kind of a weird week for Pisces. I think there's like good days and challenging days, especially in the middle of the week. But, I feel that some of you could be feeling a financial pinch, or you feel like even if you have money, you could still be feeling like you're not going to have money. Or didn't want to do that. Or you could be feeling like there are going to be some restrictions. I don't think this is true. And again, Queen of Pentacles is about resourcefulness. So, even if you don't think you're going to have the money, or you're not going to be capable of doing something, we see success. We also have this card at the end that says, prosperity lies ahead. So I wouldn't, give in to your financial worries and fears. With the Page of Cups, you have the Lovers. Yeah, there you go. Every time I say it's not really a love reading, right? So, there could be love coming in for you that could be very motivating for you as well. Again, you could be attracting a connection. You could be attracting a love connection that helps you see other ways of doing things as well, and that could be very helpful. This could also just be talking about you being at a crossroads, having a choice to make. I do feel like there are things that Pisces definitely wants to do, and there are other things that Pisces definitely doesn't want to do. And, I kind of feel like you're trying to fit more of the things that you want to do into your day-to-day. That's kind of what that is saying. And so, you're looking for a path where you can do that. You literally have this card that has a path on it. It says going forward. And you can see there's a path straight to the back, and there's the sun coming up down that path. But I feel like you have to go down this path. Again, like that come to the edge card says, I feel like you have to push yourself past that point where you would normally give up so that you can get to that sunrise, so you can get to that point where the sun is shining on your back. You also have this success card. I don't know if I said this, but this row represents what is coming in for you, and the success card literally says success is coming in for you at this time. And your first card is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is everything that you want and desire in your life. So, I feel for a lot of you that you could be moving towards this. I also feel like there's something about protecting this as well. These people are inside of a castle, and so they're like protecting their, whatever they have manifested on this card. So I would make sure that you are protecting the things that you care about. You have the Five of Wands. Five of Wands can be conflict and competition. Again, sometimes I feel like having competition where you can look at the competition and see what they're doing is a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. But again, I feel like it's almost like whatever you are wanting to do, there's nothing to compare yourself to. So, I think the conflict is like an inner conflict, like this question of do I or don't I? Do I, set off on a journey or this new journey? Or do I or don't I reinvent myself? That's the question that you're asking yourself. We go up to the world. The world sometimes, I feel, is about stepping into a new world or creating a new reality for yourself, one that more aligns with your dream life. The Ten of Pentacles, again, I think you need to, if I were you, and I would be taking some time to figure out what that Ten of Pentacles life looks like for you. And, I would say, do the things I do every single day, do they get me closer to this? Or do they get me farther away from this? That's the question I would ask myself, Pisces. And, I would start taking more action towards the things that get you closer to the Ten of Pentacles. It's like things will never be perfect. You'll never truly have all of everything that you want. That defeats the purpose of life, but how can you get closer? You know? It's like when you start getting closer and start creating more of a Ten of Pentacles life, then things definitely get better, right? And so, I think the Emperor is talking about the actions that you could be taking to do that. I do feel like you could be attracting an Emperor-type person as well, if you are looking for love. So, let's see what's going on here for you. This table is super slippery, Pisces. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Five of Wands. Yes, this could also say that embracing conflict is something that you need to do. Like, if there are things that you don't want to do, and maybe you have to tell people that you don't want to do something that could create conflict. And I feel Pisces is bad at conflict, right? So, I think that embracing conflict could be the thing that gets you closer to that. With the Five of Wands, you have the King of Cups showing up in a very strong position here. So what is your heart telling you to do? The King and Queen of Cups, you have the King of Cups here, they both pretty much ask the same question, like emotionally, what do you feel is the correct direction for your life? And if there are things that are emotionally pulling you away from that, or if there are things that are emotionally getting you farther away from that, then that is a problem. With the Emperor, you have the Death card. Yeah, I knew that there was something about reinvention here. The World really isn't a card of reinvention necessarily, it's really the Magician, but whatever. What I would say is I feel like the World is encouraging you to create your own world and reinvent yourself. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. You have this card that says you're very close to achieving your goals. There you go, keep going. You have this card that says, prosperity lies ahead. Doesn't feel like it though. I feel like maybe that's part of the challenge for you, Pisces. It doesn't feel like you can get from where you're at to the Ten of Pentacles. Like, if I put myself in your shoes, which is how I read, I feel like you are saying, it doesn't feel like it, So, it's like there is no. Remember what I said at the beginning of the reading? It's almost like there is no evidence right now. That is proving to you that you are getting closer to this, the good stuff, achieving your goals, getting the prosperity and everything like that. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it's not a bad reading, but I think your feelings are off, is what I'm going to say. Like, that's the intuitive, message that I'm kind of getting off of the reading. You have the World. So again, major accomplishment. We start from the Fool, we go to the World in the major arcana. We go from the Fool to the World, and so I feel for a lot of you that you could be kind of completing some things as well. Whenever I have a reading where we start with the Fool and end with the World, it's definitely kind of a clue to me as a reader that there is some sort of closure or completion energy around you at this time. So, you could be completing or ending cycles. The World is also about kind of like creating your own new world, or creating a new world that you could live in. The World, she is able to create with her manifestation. She has two wands, but she's also able to create with her words and also through action. She uses both. She doesn't just use one or the other. And I kind of wonder if something is missing here as well. Remember what I said? I was missing my gimbal here for a week since I moved into this place. And it was right there all along. It was right in front of me, right on top of a box, right? So I kind of feel like there's something that you're just not seeing. I walked by that box about 900 times, right? So again, it's almost like I feel that, for you, you're walking right by something that could really help cement something in reality. It's like you have one piece of it, but it's like you're missing the other piece. Now you have the Nine of Cups here. The Nine of Cups, of course, is about wish fulfillment. You have the Nine of Cups twice, and this is the area of the good stuff, by the way, this row. So, you have the Nine of Cups twice, which really says you're going to be getting or receiving something that you ask for at this time. You have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, it's like I do think something will take off. Again, it's like once you have the missing piece to the puzzle, things will start moving forward. But I think this is about needing to discover something that's going to help you accomplish your goals and bring this prosperity and success that we see in the reading. I think your vision is actually very clear. Again, you have that card that says, bring your dreams in. What does it say? Something I already forgot, Pisces. You have this card. I'm getting my bed today, finally. I've been sleeping on a blow-up mattress here. I had to get a new bed. And I can't wait for that new bed. Because I haven't been sleeping. But you have this card that says, dream the world into being. So there you go. I feel like for a lot of you it's like you have the vision, the dream, but you need to bring it into the world with the World card. And I feel that's where this reading is really going. It's a very simple reading. And with the World you have the Eight of Cups. there are definitely things that you have to walk away from. I think that it's coming up in the good stuff as well. So like, don't be afraid to walk away from something that is causing conflict. And a conflict doesn't have to be a conflict like fighting, This could just, maybe you're giving your time to something that is no longer worth your time. Maybe there are people in your life who are a bad influence, like whatever it is, it doesn't matter. But, again, I think once you walk away, things will happen. Now, with the Nine of Cups, you have the Knight of Pentacles progress. I think there could be like one moment this week. We're talking about the week of today where you're like, okay, I'm finally making progress. I think there could be one of those breakthrough moments coming in for you as well. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Magician boom. Like, are you kidding me? I literally said the Magician, and I also talked about reinvention. I knew that World card was talking about reinvention, so I think you are reinventing yourself for the new world. And that's really what this reading is talking about. Like I said, there's really no reason to keep babbling because I think that it's very clear to me what's going on for you here. You have this Rose card, it says, romance is in the air. You definitely could be attracting love for sure. Could be another water sign, it could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, or a Capricorn with the World card, but I do feel there is romance if you want it. I don't. I just think that it's not maybe your main focus right now. You have this good news card. It came out with this chain card, it says, a chain of events will affect your life. I kind of feel this could be that breakthrough moment that I was just talking about, that you could be getting news, or you could hear something from a person that gives you guidance that moves you forward. And I would be paying attention, I would be listening to things. Here's the thing as well that I want to say, with the Fool and that Five of Cups, it's almost like there's something that you're not looking at. Like I said, you're missing something, right? And it's almost that card could be saying it's in what is not being said where there's the opportunity. So, keep your ears open. You have this Lightning card, it says, control your anger, or you will be sorry. Yeah, I think I said something to you about this in like the June reading as well. I would be careful, if someone's trying to knock you off your square or, whatever. I would be careful of things that you're saying on social media or any of that stuff because I kind of feel this could be something that comes back to bite you. So I just ignore everything. You have the Seahorse card, it says, family matters. I feel this is pretty good if you, could be spending time with family or, enjoying family things like that. You have this Younger Man, it says, dealings or relationships with a younger man. You have this Fire, it says, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. So you could be attracting a younger person. Actually feels pretty good. If you're attracting a younger person, there could be a lot of passion there. But pretty straightforward reading here. Pisces, very clear to me what's going on. So, thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.